Hey everybody, welcome to the Four Wheel Frenzy pre-race press conference here at Budds Creek in the JB Racing studio today. Right now we've got Marshall Smith, Nick Gennusa, and Brandon Hoag. Marshall, let's start with you because you got the microphone. You were out at Ironman.
Yep.
And obviously it wasn't anything, no injuries or anything.
No.
You just had obligations you had to attend to. You actually officiated a wedding, correct?
Yeah.
So hopefully that went well.
Yeah, it did good.
But you came back at Sunset.
Yeah.
How was Sunset? How did everything go?
Oh, I actually love Sunset. I think it's a really good track and stuff. And I actually kind of just took Ironman off just to kind of work on some things fitness-wise and riding-wise, trying to dial in the suspension a little better. I mean, me and Johnny worked on some stuff, and it really helped. Even though it was short motos at Sunset, the quad handled better, rode better. I felt better on it. I got the better the quad feels, the more confident I'm getting on it. But these guys, each time I'm out on the track with them, I'm learning stuff from them, and it's just every aspect of my riding is advancing from being out there with these guys.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I'm good, healthy, and everything, so I'm ready to go.
All right. So you did some chassis changes, just some shock changes?
Just more so with the rear shock, just trying to get the harshness out of the bottom and getting it from bottoming out so quick.
Okay.
It was going through the stroke too quick, so we worked on some things there, and it really helped. It helped with my lower back and helped me endure my endurance better.
And obviously, we'll get into Budds Creek then. This is a track that's got some bigger jumps to it. It gets a little rough. So hopefully those shock changes will help you here as well and get you a little bit more speed out there. But did you walk the track today?
Yeah, I walked the track.
What are your thoughts on today?
The track roughened up a lot different than it did last year from my memory. There's a lot more choppy holes and stuff, and they got deeper. They made a few tweaks to some of the jumps and stuff, so it'll be interesting. But last year I kind of hit my stride here last year. I kind of ran consistent laps, both motos. Didn't really get tired or anything. And this year I feel like I'm in better shape. Like I said, I got the quad better. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Like you say, there is some bigger jumps and stuff. So we'll just see how they go. I had a scare a couple years ago here on the back triple, but I plan on hitting that thing this year. So.
There you go. Now, is this a track where you got injured a couple years?
No, I got injured at Pleasure Valley.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yep. Perfect. Well, best luck to you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Marshall. Nick, we'll move on to you. Now, obviously, right away, we've been talking a lot about, where you've been in the past, where you think you should be, and we have to talk about Moto 1 at Sunset. Getting that 4th place finish, you had a great moto really all around. How did it go for you? What was going on in your head?
I can't say enough, especially this year. There's always seemed to be 4 or 5 really fast guys, and I would say there's probably 8 or 9 that have a good shot this year at being up in that top group. And going back to Moto 1 over there, I would say good hole shot. I took off 4th behind Chad. That pace, I definitely know how to run. It's felt like a long time since I've been up there. But Chad's really fast at that track. It's his home track, so I just kind of followed his lines for the first couple laps and settled in. And yeah, the motos were short. I do think if the moto was still 20 minutes, I still believe I would have finished there. I was feeling so at home with that. And that track in specific feels a lot like my home track. And I really just felt so comfortable on that. And those last 2 motos I did there, I think I got a 7th and 8th. I'll take the blame of those. Don't ask me why I chose a gate to the right side of the box the second moto. It just looked so good behind and out of the gate, but just dumb on my end to choose where I went. I'm really mad at myself because I really believe I could have had like a pretty solid day. Would have 4th the first moto. I took off probably 11th or 12th the second moto. Made good passes in my 12 minutes. I'm 8th the second or third moto. It might not show on paper, but I believe that was my best riding overall this year, and I just feel like I needed that. For probably the first time in like 11 years, I haven't even looked at the point standings once this year. And there's like a part of me that doesn't care to know. Then there's like a part of me that's just like, I'm just out to just, I kind of don't even care. It's like, I just want to take my second half of the season, do my best, and do it for me. Like, I've chased points for 10 plus years, top 5 for 10 years in points, and it still means a lot to me to be up there. But my first half of the season was so rough that it's just like, you can only beat yourself so much up where you'll be a head case. And now it's like, when I just told myself, like, screw the points, just get the good finishes for you, just for your own mental, I think's been kind of what I'm diving for now. Like, I really could care less of what I finish in the series right now, but I want the last 4 races to just be as good as like all my other years. So
Absolutely.
That's really what I'm working on now, and I think the pressures came off. Just got to nail hole shots.
Okay. So obviously, smart gate picks, which, I mean, obviously you know better than that.
Yeah.
But kind of just going out there with a whole new head.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I think just getting that good first moto is just like, hey, like, you belong up here. You can ride that pace that you rode 2 years ago. A year and a half ago before I broke my wrist. So I think it was just getting back to that and like, I can do it again. You do still have it. And that one moto was like really big for me because I know I still can. So it's I'm interested to see how this track goes. I mean, I love it here, and I missed last year, but 2 years ago I was leading laps here, and I'd love to do it again.
Okay. So we got 8 qualifiers left, 9 motos left. Open head, going out there, just do it for fun, do it for you. Obviously, we'll see how it how it ends up, and
Yeah.
Are we gonna see some heel clickers out there while we're at it too, or what?
Yeah. No, I mean, we got some big hits here, so I don't see why I shouldn't be throwing a couple tricks like I used to a while ago. And something else, I want to focus more on the better qualifiers. There was a point where I was like second, third, or fourth in like every qualifier for like a couple years, and now I'm just like haven't been good. But I've been working hard on a couple of things to get back speed-wise in those laps. But I think if I get a good qualifier, it'll set the tone. And even if I don't, I'm still gonna give it my all and still go for that whole shot. So
Absolutely.
that's all I can do.
Did you walk the track today?
I just did, yeah.
What do you think of the track this year?
I mean, I personally love this place. I like elevation. It's got big jumps. It gets rough. I don't mind the hard pack, even though I don't really ride hard pack at all. Like, I love it. It's just something different. I think some of the jump faces got really beat up, but I think that's just from how much rain we got last night, so you can't really judge that just yet. I think tomorrow it's going to be a completely different track, and you're going to watch a bunch of us go flying tomorrow.
Awesome.
So,
well, we'll see what happens anyways, and obviously we won't know how the track's going to form tomorrow till it's tomorrow.
it's going to be hot.
Yeah, it is going to be hot. Well, thank you, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
And now, Brandon, obviously Sunset didn't quite go your way. We had some issues, had to get off. But I see things have changed in your program a little bit. You're on different bike this weekend. What's going on? How are we feeling this weekend?
Yeah, definitely had some stuff change, and it is what it is. It's kind of a thing that just was about to happen, and it did, and I had people step up. Super grateful. I wasn't racing until yesterday, so it's just it's part of the game, part of life sometimes. I'm bummed out about how things went a little, and I'm bummed out about like my career. Like, I'm known as a guy that's just a DNF guy, a guy that never has his stuff fully together.
Kind of like a checkers or wreckers kind of dude.
Yeah, and like, I don't want my career to ever be known as just always that. So like, even moving into the future next year, like, I don't want to do it unless I can do it right and not be known as that anymore. Super grateful for Johnny Hale, Tiffany Hale, giving me an opportunity to race a bike without me training for it. Just they didn't say we need a podium or anything. Just show up and race. I haven't rode since the last round. And yeah, I'm a racer at heart. I just got it in me still. So, and with that being said too, I am looking for as much support as I can get. I'm bankrupt, full blown broke. So that's mainly the issue there, and it can be public info. But racing stuff, it's really hard without a lot of support. So yeah.
So are you kind of going day by day right now, or are you looking for next year already?
No, I did want to
something?
commit to the last 4.
Okay.
So I am trying to commit to the last 4.
Okay.
I'm trying to go round by round on support. If I can have enough support to get there, like, I'm gonna try my best to be at the last 4.
Okay.
So
Absolutely. Obviously, we're always gonna be happy to see you, and obviously we're really hoping we'll see you again next year for sure as well. But moving on from that, we are at the race right now. Tomorrow's a big day. Did you walk the track today?
no, I got track walking 10 minutes.
Oh, I suppose, yeah, that's right.
I did watch though, and I looked at the whole layout and stuff, and
Okay.
I love the place, love the track, super fun, nice hits.
And in the past, you've given Joel a run for his money here.
Yeah,
I mean, we got that confidence. We coming out strong again tomorrow.
yeah. I kind of need it to be really hot tomorrow so these guys can slow down. So I'm confident in what I can do, and
Okay.
I need to focus on starts. They've been lacking the last couple rounds, to be honest with you. I need to be top 3 every moto, and then just race, and that's the goal. The goal tomorrow. So I'm still confident I can do it.
Perfect. So get on that gate with a clear head and do what you can do.
Yeah. It's a new start almost a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I next day aired some gear, and I'm ironing on like numbers right now, and just a new start for sure.
Just a full grassroots setup all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck tomorrow,
Thanks.
and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.
All right, we're here with Adam Ulrich, Kevin Saar, and Mason Jackson. Adam, we're going to start with you, and we're going to talk about Sunset first of all. Second Triple Crown. We had a 12th, a 16th, and then you got a 9th place finish.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Sunset?
I felt like my speed was really good. The track was amazing. I ended up crashing in the last lap of the first moto, which was pretty dumb of me, and then broke my clutch cable on the sight lap of the second moto. So race with no clutch. I was running 9th and crashed again. So
How was that whole shot in the second moto?
the whole shot was great. I had my mechanic push me off the line, and it was dead last. But yeah, it was a pretty fun moto. But ended up crashing again and hurt myself pretty bad. So the third moto ended up doing pretty good.
Yeah, you got yourself a top 10 finish. So what just rolling in on rage, or what happened?
Just tried to stay upright. A lot of people made mistakes around me, and I found myself in a good spot and was able to ride it home. But could have been a really good weekend, but just ended up on the ground too much.
Fair enough. Now, obviously, we're here at Budds Creek. Did you walk the track today?
Yes, I did walk the track.
What did you think about the track?
Oh yeah, the track was it's really fast, really dry slick, but rough in some spots. So it's gonna be interesting to see like where we could go fast, where we had to slow down. It's gonna be technical. There's a lot of deep holes and stuff, so gotta navigate around the track. But usually one of the faster tracks of the year, so I think it'll be fun.
Are you feel confident about this weekend?
Yes, I am. My riding's getting better and better each weekend, so hopefully nothing changes.
Absolutely. Are we going to, we've got this, including this weekend, we've got 4 races left. You're sitting 13th in points right now. Every moto counts. What are you going to do to start creeping up in those finishes?
Honestly, like I don't really even care about points anymore. I'm so far out of it. But just try to be better every moto. Just try to race these guys harder and be a little more competitive every moto, and just keep getting better. Keep building for next year.
Okay. So if you are you're not even paying attention to the points, you're just going out there. Are you just going out there for you, having fun, or what's the mentality when you're on that gate?
Just to try to be competitive and race these people and see how good I could do, see how good I could be, and just really focus on myself. Don't worry about points or anything. Just go ride and try my best. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Adam.
Yeah, of course.
Kevin, we'll move on to you. Now we're gonna back this up a little bit at Sunsets. I know the first moto you had some mechanical failures, correct? Or no, you had a get off.
Big get off.
Yeah. Yep. What happened there?
So it was just a racing incident. I was next to Max, I think, Yeah, and he got sideways, he bumped into me, and I just went flying, and that was it. So yeah, that was pretty hard, and I think it did put some brakes on the rest of the day for me.
Yeah, because I was second and third moto, you finished 10th in both of those, a little bit further back than where you've been pretty much all year. And I know we spoke a little bit that day. You said you were having some pain in your hand and wrist and stuff like that. Everything good now? Anything kind of lingering still?
Yes, I did hurt my elbow, but it's all good now. I'm ready to go again.
Okay.
I got to go home again after 5 months here, so that felt good, and I'm ready to go again this weekend.
Okay. Did you ride it all back home too?
Yes, I did. I tried to take it easy, but I still went to ride some, so it was vacation and still riding at the same time.
Okay. And is that the reason why there's a thumb or a twist throttle that's going back on your bike?
So I'm really in between. I'm not even sure what to do. I might put the dual system on so I can switch mid-race.
Okay. Now we're here at Budds Creek. Did you walk the track today?
Yes, I did.
What do you think of the track as as a whole, as comparison to last year, all that?
I think it's been pretty same. It's fast, but it's rough at the same time. A couple places are pretty rough.
Okay.
But at the same time, some straights and corners are really hard packed. But I think I'm ready to go. We made some changes on the shock, so I'm excited to try tomorrow.
Absolutely. So we're feeling strong again. We're feeling good about tomorrow. We're gonna get some good finishes.
Yeah, that's the plan. I think I feel pretty good. I think things got too serious. I just have to go enjoy ride like I know I can, and just enjoy riding.
Okay. It kind of seems to be a common answer today. Like a lot of people are just kind of realizing to lighten up a little bit. Is that what you think is going to be key out there tomorrow, or is there a certain aspect to the track itself that you think will be a key to a good finish tomorrow?
I think so. We all race ATVs. We started because we like to ride ATVs and have fun, but in the pro class it gets serious, and it sometimes you just forget to enjoy riding. But so it's important to enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, best of luck tomorrow, Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mason, we are coming off of Sunset Ridge. You had a pretty solid finish. You got a 7th in the first moto, and you got a 6th in the third moto. Now, in between those two, you got a 3rd place finish. What was going on there? What was going through your head at that 3rd place finish?
Well, on the first one, we lined up, I think, a little too far inside. It was really hard packed, and I just spun. We did the practice start. I spun. Tim tried to make it a little better, and it was just so hard packed. I couldn't get any grip coming off the line. So the first start, I got 7th or 8th in the whole shot and just kind of stayed there. And I think I made maybe one or two passes, but there wasn't too many passing lines I didn't feel like out there as there was in previous years. And then the second moto, the gate right to the left of the doghouse had a really big hole in it, and somebody passed it up, and we took that one, ripped out of the hole shot, pulled the first ever hole shot. It was pretty cool. Led almost 2 laps, and then I made a little mistake. Bryce jumped into me, and then Joel just threw himself in the ring on the finish line, and it almost went bad, but it didn't. So happy it didn't go bad, but maybe it was a fluke, and then I did it again. So that was even cooler, pulling 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And yeah, thought it was pretty awesome.
Perfect. Now, first of all, being that you had some highs there, you had a solid finish in that second moto, is that carrying your momentum coming in tomorrow?
I hope so. I haven't rode too much between the quad braking and the rain in between now and sunset, but it's going to be a hot one tomorrow. Try to stay hydrated and just keep the momentum rolling.
Yeah. Now, you had a get off here last year. You had a pretty decent finish in that second moto, regardless of that. You know, so you usually do pretty well at this track. Did you walk the track today?
Yes.
How are you feeling about it for tomorrow?
There was some double faces out there. Hopefully those are harder packed for tomorrow and hold their shape a little more. But Big Gulp's going to be a send. I kind of plan on hitting it regardless of making it. I at least want to try it.
Okay.
Tim's got a backup axle, so
all right, all right.
It got rough. I thought there's quite a few good passing lines. Everything looked really even. The inside roller after Big Gulp looks really scary. If you make a mistake on that, you're gonna fall pretty far. But no, I thought the track looked pretty sweet. It shaped up good.
Good. What do you think is going to be the key to a solid finish tomorrow? You know, is it a certain aspect on the track? Is it something that you need to do mentally?
It's going to be 100% in the start, I think.
Okay.
Getting off that start and holding the solid first few laps in the heat is going to be everything.
Okay. And obviously this track here, you know, at least it's not as sandy as some of the other tracks that we've ridden on. But do you think that heat is really going to affect the other racers tomorrow?
The heat?
Yes.
It's going to affect me for sure. So I kind of hope so. I hope it affects everybody and it's not just me.
All right. Well, Mason, best of luck tomorrow, and thank you for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
All right, we've got Joel Hetrick here and Wesley Wolfe. Joel, we're going to start with you because you got the mic.
Okay.
So we're sitting pretty solid for you again this season. But first of all, we're going to back it up to Sunset Ridge. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of action there. You know, just another win for you. But, you know, how do we feel at Sunset? What did you think of that track? I heard there, you know, it seemed to be a decent amount of chaos compared to what Sunset usually gets.
Yeah, I mean, I think, was it first moto that was rougher, Wesley? One of the motos was...
Second moto.
MVP Jody right now.
2 or 3. I call them death potholes, but the second moto for me was rougher.
Right, okay.
For me.
I mean, it was chaotic, but
I know
it
this is a long time ago. You probably can't think
is.
back
It's hard
that
to
far.
think about. I don't know which moto was harder, but oh no, there's 3. It was a damn
There's
triple
3.
crown. I
Triple
really
crown.
can't remember.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Do you remember that you won?
I won. Yeah,
Okay.
the very last one.
I hit a death hole in the very last lap. Meanwhile, I'm in a dogfight battle. The sand's in your eyes because the roost there is just different. He wouldn't know what roost is.
No, I felt it. I did.
The sand there is just pelting you, and then next thing you know, you're just hitting a hole, and next thing you know, I'm jumping off the track, missing a flagger, and then literally jumping back on. So
We figured out which moto that was?
that was Moto 3.
All right, yeah. I remember now, Moto 2 was insanely gnarly, okay? If I remember right, Moto 2 was insane. And first moto, I got one of the hole shots. I think first moto, I grabbed the start. That was a good race for me. Led every lap. Loved that. Very, very nice. Second moto, I came out P2 or 3. Bryce was in front of me. And I did, like Wesley said, I took on so much roost, it felt like, that I felt like my goggles were open. And I came off the track and I was just bitching up a storm because I'm like, I have so much stuff in my goggles, but the sand is just so fine that it just found its way in. It didn't really matter. But, you know,
Throwing the glove down.
the third moto, I tightened that goggle strap, and I didn't have that problem as much. So it was very hard to get through the pack. I feel like maybe in Wesley's position, getting through the pack with the amount of roost you were taking on, it was damn hard to see. It was very hard. So I'm glad that I was able to make the passes and get around as quick as I could.
So see if you remember this. Did Mason Jackson get a hole shot on you?
Yeah, didn't he get 2?
He got 2.
Yeah, not just one.
Are
That's
you gonna
2.
let that fly?
And he's right beside me too. I should have got it on him easy. He's on the outside of me and he beat me, so it's good job.
You ever thought about just like kicking him? He's a little dude. Just kick him.
Just kicking him down. Like,
do you have enough leg to get past the
I
red bar?
don't. Somebody like Wesley would have to kick him, but I used to play a game that you could punch people while riding.
like Road
a
Rash?
PC. Yeah, that game
yeah.
actually. PC game. And I would love that, hitting them while you're going. I've never done it though.
Maybe it's time to try.
Well, if he keeps hold shotting me, I'm gonna have to do something. So
we're at Bud's
Your
Creek.
shots have been off this guy, I think.
ain't real good. I ain't got nowhere to practice them.
So we're here at Bud's Creek. You walked the track. Now you actually rode here recently too, correct?
Yeah, I rode here 2 weeks ago now.
What do we think of this place?
I love it.
Yeah.
Track's great. I can't believe that it got so baked out today and dry at the end, but obviously it was great for 3/4 of the day, and I think it just fell apart at the end of the day. But I love the place, love the obstacles, just the layout of the track, the elevation, everything about the track. I really enjoy it. Fun track, one of the better tracks we go to, for sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't listening to you. I was playing with the dog.
I watched you do that, so it's hard for me to keep talking, to you.
Do you want to pet the dog?
Huh?
You want to pet the dog?
No, I'm all right.
All right, you can wait.
I'm allergic.
Okay.
I am.
What?
Uh-huh.
Learned something new about Joel Hetrick today.
I'm allergic to cats, dogs, everything. Colorblind.
What do you have going for you? Apparently you're
Not
fast on a
much.
four-wheeler.
That's it.
That's it.
I think that's it, and that's
Well,
not very much anymore.
Stick to what
so-
you're kind of good at, I guess.
Yeah. That's all I got going.
All right, so this
We'll
weekend...
be framing after this, so.
He wouldn't last. He wouldn't last.
That's what I tell him. You wouldn't last 5 minutes on my job site.
Listen, everyone, it's cold today.
Oh, God.
It's cold today.
He-
Yesterday, it was hot.
He ain't going to be saying that tomorrow. It's going to be hot as hell.
He's going to be telling you to have a glizzy later, too.
Yeah.
Only one glazing in the morning this week. Exxon.
A sauerkraut Exxon glizzy.
No, just hot dog with ketchup.
I'd eat that.
No
I for
crap,
sure would.
no
As
crap.
long as you go in the morning, they're fresh. You can't get them in the evening.
Oh, my God. You don't want the ones that are, like, wrinkled up from all day rolling?
They're from last night, man. Come on.
That's
the old man hot dog.
Yeah, that is. Put some chili on it, you're good.
So we need to work on starts tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
We need to get back on track on the starts.
Right. I mean, they pay me, honestly, I have a really good bonus. 4 hole shots, particularly. So don't think I'm not getting them on purpose.
So it's not been like,
Just saying, I don't get them enough to enjoy it, but.
Sorry, I don't want any money this week.
Yeah. That's what David says. You got so much money you don't need the money, or what's the deal? You just suck at starts? And I'm like, I think I just suck.
You can sponsor a podcast with some of that money if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
You guys are getting paid? I'm paying the race. You're getting paid too?
What's going on here?
Late arrival,
I think he
Chad
gets
Wienen.
paid too. This guy.
I think you guys are just grandfathered in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, best of luck
Wesley.
tomorrow, Joel.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thanks for answering my questions and.
Yeah, well, you didn't pay attention, so
whatever
I ain't
we were
gonna do
doing,
it again.
Next week I'll try to do better. Keep the dogs away. Pass that over to Chad real quick. We should have started with him, but
I actually had a question for these guys.
Yeah,
since
ask
they're
it.
kind of wild on jumping stuff.
Come on in
I was
here.
sitting there with Thomas, and we're walking the track, and he's like, "Big gulp." He's like, "I would hit that right now."
He would have.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, like, what do you guys think about it?
He would have hit that as the track was.
As a track blade.
Was it prep
No,
for you?
no.
Okay.
To be fair, you guys weren't here. Mason called it. He said he's doing it tomorrow, no matter what.
Okay.
He said he may not make it, but
Yes.
he's going to hit it.
As a track
He's gonna
condition.
do it. It's going to be Joel because he rode here 2 weeks ago.
I didn't do it 2 weeks ago, but I was really close to doing
I'll
it 2
give you
weeks
the
ago.
benefit of the doubt. They had a public practice in December. I came to that. I didn't rent the track out or
You brought a
anything.
Polish friend too.
Huh?
You brought a Polish friend too.
I did bring the Polish kid with me. He was in town.
Would you hit it right now as it sits?
I didn't even go walk the track.
All right, I'll hit it.
He doesn't walk the track.
Right now, as it sat, I wouldn't hit it. Wouldn't hit it. I wouldn't hit it because I was here, and they pushed the turnout for us, and I still didn't hit it.
From watching today, I would not hit it. From watching today.
Mason says he's hitting it.
In December, I would have hit it. The pop was like this.
I was so close to hitting it, like
You got
jumping up to the freaking thing, and then I had bike problems, so I had to go home. But
When I came in
Very
December,
close.
it was perfect.
Chad, would you hit it?
No.
No.
No, I would not hit it
You
right
would
now.
not hit
But
it?
I know what it took for us to hit it. years ago when we did hit it, I mean, it was like a mid-line, but it was still kind of smooth going up to
Beautiful
it.
going up it, yeah.
Where,
It's bumpy up there
yeah,
right
it's
now.
chopped, yeah.
So you're gonna have to do a lot of prep and make it just perfect to work.
Like how it was last year Sunday when the berm was blast over, and you could ride up it before it. Joey was hitting it fine. I would do it like that.
Yeah.
But not right like that.
Let me ask you this real quick before I start asking Chad questions. Do you think you could make it to the bottom of the finish line jump? Could you do a Doug Henry and ride it out?
Henry Hill?
Yeah.
No.
I was here not 2 years ago
Did you
for
do it?
practice, and I had a rock get stuck in my front caliber, and I went up to it, and I went to drag front, and there was nothing there, and I bombed it halfway, and I didn't even try. So 100% you can land at the bottom.
Oh my god.
Have you seen the video of Doug Henry hitting that? Oh
That was a
my
long time ago,
God.
though.
I
We
know,
have better
but-
suspension now.
So-
I mean, we have the suspension tech that they had back then.
I
now
know, but the video of him doing that, the guy's in film, but he leaves the
it's insane.
Yeah.
That's a drop.
yeah. And imagine landing at the bottom of that hill. Like, there's a lot of like spots here that you do not want to forget where you're at.
Oh.
or-
After big golf, how
Yeah,
dangerous is that?
yeah.
That's that
You
single.
saw that? I swear, I don't know how that's on the track and there's 50s riding the track. That's just my honest opinion. That can hurt somebody very bad.
I've seen with it not that aggressive. Like in years past, I've seen people accidentally launch that and end up in the water.
Imagine what
Do you think
happens.
it's? Go ahead.
No, you're good. I don't know.
Do you think it's deeper than it has been? And like I
Super
feel
deep,
like it's like another 5-6 foot deeper.
Like they just
now.
keep digging it.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Like they gotta be getting the soil out of there because it's now it's down to that weird dirt.
Orange stuff.
Never
Yeah.
seen it like that.
Just straight up clay.
Clay.
Clay. That orange
It's like
dirt.
a sandy clay though.
Yeah, it's like sunset when you hit that yellow shit at
Yeah.
sunset.
Yeah,
it ain't
yeah.
like a red clay or that Pleasure Valley clay, but Eastern Shore clay.
Yeah.
Pleasure Valley clay.
Yeah. Pleasure Valley.
That shit doesn't move there.
No, Pleasure Valley, that's concrete. That ain't clay, that's concrete.
Yeah.
So Chad, obviously you're just stepping in. We're gonna skip over the sunset thing. You went 3-4-4 for third overall. Great job. Unless there's something you want to add to that.
Nothing to add. Good to be on the podium.
Perfect. So we're here at Bud's.
Yep.
You're not hitting big gulp
I'm not hitting it as is.
as is.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not going to hit it tomorrow when like they tidy some stuff up, but like I was just having that conversation with Thomas on the track walk. He's like I would hit that right now. Yeah. And I'm like, no way.
We I mean, and that's something we should probably bring up to anybody that might be watching or listening to this that hasn't paid attention in the past. Thomas was that guy.
Yeah.
He would hit. He was the first one to hit stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
He must have some faith that he can make it.
hey, he's a nutcase.
Yeah. I'm just like, man, I know what it took years ago for us to get over that thing, and it's chopped up.
Just got over
Yeah. I mean, we just got over it. Like you were
I
brake
think it
tap.
happened, yeah.
I think I did that once.
Chad, what do you think about the rollers here this year?
Which set? I mean, the upper part
the
here?
upper part, yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like there's some interesting lines that you can maybe have like, if it's sets up right, you might be able to do like double all the way through them, but it's going to be super difficult, I feel like. But there's some good options through there that like might not be the prime line, but it could work out at the end of the rollers that could work out. And I like the challenge of that. I mean, that's just up my wheelhouse of, just a part of tracks. And they have that upper set. I don't know how much you can do with that one up there,
Yeah.
but it's just giving us some options to do something out of the ordinary that, most tracks are kind of cookie cutter right now, where
Right.
you hit a takeoff to a downside and that's it.
Right,
So,
right. So you analyzed out there a little bit today. You found your sections where you're gonna get your advantage tomorrow.
yeah.
You feeling good? You feeling confident?
Yeah. It was a good, month off. I really got to dive into my machine and try and get even more comfortable on it. And a hard transition for me is coming from Florida to like the hard pack dirt, and like everything felt like every time I touched the ground felt like I was landing on a board. Like I just needed to like loosen up the chassis a little bit and loosen things up to try and help me feel better on the machine. And Kind of found that in the brake, and I feel pretty comfortable on the machine. Like this track's like it's got a lot of, it's very technical. So like I feel like it kind of mirrors the way my track is at home. It's really technical as well, and you just don't just pin and grin. You got to hit some downsides here, and you got to be precise.
Okay. So that was kind of you started answering my next question a little bit. If all you're looking at is the results, it looks like Chad Wienen is starting to get back on his feet again. Is that how you're feeling as well?
Yeah, like after sunset, like I still didn't have like that great of a feel on the machine. Like I just didn't have that overall like attack mode in me. But like I feel like I'm gonna start to really kind of come on with that, where I can actually like attack the track and not just ride it.
Okay.
And I feel like that's coming on. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, I wish you the best of luck tomorrow. Thank you for sitting down with me.
Yeah. Thanks, Leon.
Yeah. Wesley, look alive, baby.
Wesley said he's putting the drain ball in.
Coming down to you. How many foot-pounds is that drain bolt?
Whatever Mike does tight.
What is it, 12, 14, 16?
49, apparently.
I would never have known that.
Wesley, sunset. What did you say?
Yeah, whenever I get that in there and I'm doing oil change, I make sure it's tight. And whoever takes it off, sorry. But
Are you German?
Huh?
Are you German? A little Gudentite? Gudentite?
Gudentite.
Gudentite. Wesley, 6th place at sunset. 6.67. You're almost consistent.
I mean, at the end of the day, did you want to go 6.66 or?
You tell me. I'm not judging.
Yeah.
Quick. Could have went 5. Come on.
Yeah. No, I mean, what do you want to know?
How'd you feel? What'd you do? What went wrong?
Just needed to be faster.
You suck less?
I don't know. Normally, I honestly look forward to sunset because normally there's a lot of passing, and I feel like this year it was only one line was fast. I feel like if you were to go to pass someone, you would lose ground. And being in the battles that I was, you'd get a 2-for-1 sale. You'd either be getting passed by 2 or you're passing 2. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It was just mediocre day.
Well, you were kind of in that pack too, where it was constant battles.
Yeah,
throughout the motos.
like I said, it's a constant battle. Like if you go to try and pass someone, you end up losing ground here and there, and it was ended up being a lose-lose situation. Sometimes I feel like, and yeah, I just tried to get through the day, but starts mediocre, finishes resulted in the same, mediocre.
For a
Not much to
mediocre
say.
guy, I guess.
I can agree with you on the track. Like the Shears track was not a normal sunset.
Yeah, it was.
The way it raced.
Yeah, normally like
Which is so strange because sunset's usually
normally I mean obviously they did awesome with the prep and everything, but still like I normally just am excited for the opportunity that's there. Like if you come out 7th or 8th, you normally have a good opportunity of getting the 4th there, whereas this year was kind of follow the leader. That's all.
Right on.
But a better start would have fixed the whole issue.
I mean, you like following people. It's fine. You eating dirt. How's that sand taste?
You were eating sand. A shit ton of it, too. It wasn't fun.
Yeah. So we're here at Budds Creek. I know you didn't even look at the track today.
I got here at, when did you pulled in right behind Chatter? I got up.
Oh, so you followed Chad today?
Yeah, I got home from work, yes.
How fast did you go on this 2-lane freaking road coming in?
75.
Because all of a sudden there's
Speed limit is 80.
and all of a sudden here's some freaking bull.
75. I pulled out in front of a tractor trailer, and then I didn't, if you're going to pull out in front of someone, you don't, exactly.
If you don't pull out in front of them, go slow.
Yeah, you're going to pull out in front of me, don't make me slam on the brakes, get on it.
Yeah, if someone
Set
doesn't
the
mean
example.
They get going, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Now,
Is that what you're going to do tomorrow?
I watched 2 practices. I did not watch or walk the track, but I did watch 2 of the Pro Sport class. But it's been hot here. I wasn't kidding. It is cold today compared to what it has been here. So hopefully it stays cool for tomorrow. He's saying it's not.
It's going to be hot.
Maybe the humidity will disappear, but
not the heat, it's the humidity.
Dude, it's welcome to Maryland. Welcome to Maryland.
Lovely place. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, right now feels good, but there's a fan blowing on you.
Thanks, JB.
Come on, man. Where are your surroundings?
So if it's a windy day tomorrow, it'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
No, it ain't. It ain't gonna be windy.
Hey, it wasn't fine when I was here 2 weeks ago, and it was 90 degrees. It was only 85. I was literally just couldn't stop sweating.
No, drenched. It's
Could not stop.
Welcome to Maryland.
the original plan was the pull in yesterday, but I got home from work and I'm like, man, I'm gonna sleep in my bed one more time and I'll just roll in the morning.
That's how I felt too.
Yeah, I was just like, whatever.
It's only a couple hours. I'm doing that every time.
Hey, thankfully I didn't even have traffic, so I was like, hell yeah. Maryland drivers, I mean, they suck. Fucking suck. They suck. I don't know. You want to add to that?
I didn't.
Did you guys hit any traffic getting here or no? Yeah, see, that's stupid.
Yeah, actually, really, just pointless traffic. Why are we stopping going?
Welcome.
Maybe they should have a few 100,000 less people or a million people.
It's because we're around DC.
DC was the worst.
Once we move up to Tomahawk, we'll be all right.
All right.
You riding there this week or what?
Maybe.
I think you are.
I don't know yet for sure.
I think.
We had
I'm going home.
we had a
I'm on a borrowed vehicle. I have to go home now. So
Chad at Tomahawk was having a practice for us, and then next thing you know, changed the schedule, didn't let anyone know.
hey,
Got
I
it.
heard today that he said he didn't have much interest. You had to have the practice first for maybe you to know
Dude.
if there's interest.
I know we had I'm not even going to exaggerate, 15 or 20 might not be a lot, but we had a group of 20 from D6 going. And then I called somebody, I'm like, yo, did you check the schedule for Tomahawk? They're like, yeah, there's no quads anymore. I'm like, yep.
Well, good. That's very nice.
Cool. Appreciate it.
That's always fun.
I was working on possibly leaving a machine. So it's gonna be the week before this, right?
Yeah, it was going to be this Sunday before this.
Yeah. And I was like, maybe I'll send a machine with a friend and just fly in and ride it. He's like, good thing you didn't freaking do that because they don't even have it.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
So quick little advice, if you're a track promoter and you're going to have a practice, maybe follow through with it.
Yeah, 100%.
It'd be appreciated anyways.
Yeah, it would have.
Well, especially since we're here. How many people are here? And you've got Binky doing an event next weekend.
2 hours up the road.
Right.
Come
right.
on.
So, hey, some people want to shoot themselves in the feet. They can do it.
That's all right.
Whatever.
It's all good in the hood.
Yeah. Wesley, what's the key for tomorrow?
I don't know, the same thing I tell my trades all the time at work. Stay cool. Try and stay cool. Now, get a good start. Stay hydrated.
Stay cool, stay dry,
Stay cool.
stay hydrated.
Cool. Stay cool.
Stay cool like Mike, bro. You're good.
Awesome.
Y'all
Well,
good.
thank you for your time, gentlemen. And we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Thank you.